Welcome to another video. And as usual, before I get started, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe if you're new to this content. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more now. Let's just get right to it. It's slipping, and there's a high chance that it can actually in fact, go lower. But a lot of people are saying that all the respect of CZ getting his prison term roughly with 4 months, which again, as you guys watched the previous video, that's not really a bad term. And then a lot of people are saying, what did CZ give up to the United States in order to get that short term? I truly, in my opinion, that they realize that based on CZ's character, they really do believe that he actually accepted the fact that what he was doing was actually wrong by having key people use his blockchain and his platform to possibly money launder money, and wherever that money was going and for what reason. He has atoned for that. This reason why he paid up the, I guess, $4.3 billion and $175 million in bail. And 4 months is actually a play in the park. So I don't think that, given the fact that the prices are dropping, is due to CZ's sentencing, because really and truly, that should be, if that was the case, the price should have actually gone up, because he was looking at it more in a maximum of 3 years. So that there's definitely some sort of manipulation going on. It could be miners can actually be selling. It can be a lot of things. Here in the United States, we know that the federal fund rate, or what is known as the short-term rate for inflation, they are not going to raise it. And as a result, a lot of people, with the anticipation of the market actually rebounding and doing a lot better, they're probably disappointed. They're pulling back because they have gotten news that the interest rates are actually going to not be cut, which we're expecting two cuts for 2024. Hey, a lot of factors. If you guys know economics, expectations and all different things affect price manipulation in the stock market, international, global. So hey, it happens. But this is the time when you go ahead and dollar cost average in reference to all of your favorite meme tokens and blue chip tokens, and the prices are not too attractive right now for those persons that gotten into Bitcoin around the 67,000 all the way up to the 73,000. So you guys are probably, who did that, are those persons, they probably feel a little bit of a pinch and they're seeing their money start to actually deteriorate. But this is when you dollar cost average. Look, when I got into Bitcoin at $16,000, again, I thought that was actually a really interesting purchase around the COVID-19 time. They were saying it was going to go down to $10,000. And I'm like, well, I'm now going to lose an additional $6,000. And I was hoping that would not happen, because then I'd really be kicking myself and say, hey, maybe I should have waited until it's $10,000 to go ahead and buy. But it have actually turned out to be very, very lucrative for me. And what was I taking profit along the way? Absolutely. If you guys have been watching my videos, every time the price doubled, I took out the amount that I put in, which was 16,000, and double, and triple, quadruple. I keep taking that $16,000 out, which has been very, very fruitful. And seeing that the price is coming down, guys, I'm already in the win. It's a far cry away from $16,000. So I can actually take profit right now if I feel as if I need the money. So if you like what I'm saying, guys, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, because you want to make sure maximize your risk and make sure you can not maximize risk, but mitigate your risk whenever you're investing in anything. You want to make sure that if anything was to happen, you can actually go ahead and offset, because you already have a solid plan on another option that you can go ahead and work with. I do not mess with leverage, but leverage are actually really good if you know what you're doing. It's very, very risky. You can do longs, you can do short, and seeing the price of Ethereum actually going down, if you take out a leverage on that to try to get some money as it goes down, you can do very, very well. Is Ethereum going to go lower? It's a high possibility, because, hey, they may in fact say that Ethereum is actually going to be a security. Now, if you guys look back of when they actually were listing or talking about making Bitcoin a spot ETF, there was a lot of anticipation that, hey, it most likely will get approved to be listed here in the United States as part of the SEC. We know that there was a lot of pressure on Gary Gensler, but the price actually, the minute they did the spot ETF, was approved in January, the price went up. We noticed there's a big, big dip in the price. And a lot of people are talking and seeing that the Ethereum price, there's a 56% chance that right now the Ethereum is actually going to be listed as a spot ETF. And this is the reason why we know that Gary Gensler's term ends in 2026. So again, we will ride this wave. So knowing the fact that there's 56% of people that are pretty much convinced that it's not going to be listed as a security and be classified as a commodity, the odds are not in Ethereum favor. So this lets you know. So if Ethereum actually is listed as a security, nobody's going to be surprised. All right. So the price barely would not move. those who sold probably already sold, and the remaining ones will be like, well, doesn't make sense to sell because I'm not surprised that they did not get listed as a commodity. I'm going to be here for the long haul. I'm going to continue enjoying the price as it goes down. But let's just say the fact that we're seeing Ethereum right now at 2,900, and as it get closer and closer to the June 11 date, and more news come out that, hey, Gary Gensler and team will list Ethereum as a security, the price is probably going to slip. Now, let's just say, for example, if he comes out after doing all of his investigation and going back and forth with the court on that final decision, and he does in fact say, we realize that it actually is a commodity because based on the Howey test and all those different things, we know the Howey test looks at certain given principles, and Ethereum is actually failing on those principles. And one of those tests you want Ethereum to fail on, and they actually pass it. But let's just say if that was not to be the case and Ethereum is to be classified as a security, the price will actually climb exponentially because the news coming out that Ethereum will be listed as a security, a lot of people are banking on that it will. So there's no interest in Ethereum right now. We saw it fell from 4,000 down to 2,400, almost half the price, right? Half the price of what it was. Of course, with the 900 need to be gone, but that's actually going to erode as time gone. We can drop down to 2,200. But if they were to go ahead and classify this as a security, and for those with a dollar cost offering, you're going to make a ton of money. And this is the reason why I'm taking advantage of this. If they classify as security, I really would not care because I need the price to go down. I'm on a dollar cost average. And again, this is not a short-term play. I did not invest in a 401k to retire tomorrow. I invest in that in 401k so I can get that money at retirement. So I'm looking at Ethereum in that same particular manner because, again, new administration coming at some point in time. We will get a new SEC chairman, and that person may be of a different mindset and understand and look at all the issues that were being put against Ethereum, as well as Coinbase, Ripple, Kraken, and all those exchanges that are listing tokens on their platform. And they may come to a realization that, hey, this is a new age. No, it's not something that's tangible, but based on what they're doing, hey, let's classify them as commodity. And by that time, again, you will make money. So look, this is the video I want to bring to you guys, that you need to look at the economic standpoint in reference to what's actually happening here, because a spot ETF for Bitcoin is the only thing that's happening here in the United States. And the outflow of BlackRock, that's over $36 million that they actually went ahead and actually did because they've been pretty dormant for the past couple of days. And Grayscale actually sold over 167 million worth of Bitcoin. I mean, they are just actually just emptying their pockets when it comes to Bitcoin. Just take a look at the chart here. The very first chart actually showed BlackRock, and the one before the last is actually Grayscale. You can see from the numbers standpoint that they've been pretty active. And that will run out in time if they continue to do it. Hey, if they slow down, understandable. But by next year this time, they will most likely not have any more Bitcoin. And what's going to happen? The price is actually going to rebound as well. So until I see you guys again, I really hope you guys are enjoying your day. And, take a look at the market, make a decision. None of the information is financial. But if you want to take a stance and try to see if you can secure some money in the long run, you may want to put your money on Ethereum right now because you will get a better upside on your return on your investment as it pertains to investing in Bitcoin, which is basically unattainable for the majority of people, and Ethereum being that one that's in reach. So you guys have a good day, and peace.